News Channel 7. This is the news at 4.
And we begin the news at 4 with the weather. We have had a couple severe thunderstorm warnings issued around southern Idaho and eastern Oregon.
Let's get right over to Idaho's chief meteorologist, Rick Lance, who has been tracking these storms for us this afternoon. Rick.
Yeah, and just to mention that the storm, at least the one we've been watching for this afternoon, has mainly been in eastern Oregon, and that's been the direction of the thunderstorms at this particular point. You can see these strikes right down here. They're just west of Ontario. Let's see how much closer they are. Here's Vail, so they're going to be hit by the northern portion of this thunderstorm. Now, you notice that it had quite a few lightning strikes, and now it looks like it's kind of decreasing as it comes off the mountains. It's pretty difficult, at least talking about this right at this time, to get information. But before this, when we looked at some of the mountain locations, when it had all the lightning strikes, some of these thunderstorms themselves had wind gusts up to 60 miles an hour, the size, a quarter-sized hail, so it could be very dangerous, even to vehicles. The strong gusty winds and some brief periods of heavy rain, so we're going to be watching that. It's moving toward Vail. If you're in Nissa, if you're in Ontario, Parma, kind of watch for this storm within the next half hour or so. In fact, I have it timed out here. As you can see toward Vail, it's looking at 4:07, so that's just in just about 5 minutes or so. Cairo, which is just west of Ontario, about 4:30, 4:35 in Ontario, and Payette at 4:42 as the storm moves in. It's our hopes at this time that it continues to weaken somewhat, but it's still a very strong storm system moving into the area. If you watch down over here, now you look at Jordan Valley, you can see another storm just like it. Oh, just strikes, several strikes, so much that we can't number them at this time. We'll get that a little later in the day. But you can see the potential, especially coming into Oregon and into sections of southwestern Idaho for some storms tonight, and some that could be locally strong. Moving up here through Nevada, you can see toward Twin Falls and up into Sun Valley, where they happen to have mainly rain showers, and some of those spots have had some fairly significant rain. Along with this, it looks like some thunderstorms, just a few lightning strikes, but it's not as dry. That's more in the way of rain shower activity moving up through there, a little bit different than what we see over here into eastern Oregon. So when I come back, we'll have our eye on that thunderstorm, especially into eastern Oregon, and talk more about the possibilities of any of those storms heading into southwestern Idaho tonight.